Okay, George, this is the day we've both been waiting for. It's finished. The BFR holster, bandolier style holster, is done. And you can see this thing is huge. It's a metal yardstick behind it. Give you an idea of just how big that holster is. And the bandolier itself, pretty nice rig. I'll attach in a few minutes the shell holder goes on the front. Set that up to go on with lace so it's easier to remove, and if you don't want to have it on, there's no extra fasteners. The rest of the fasteners on the bandolier are all like screw type, and in case anything happens to them, they're easily replaced, and allows for lots of adjustment. If you're wearing some larger clothing, there's a sort of a belt sort of adjustment on the back, and there's enough slide adjustment on the front that it'll do just fine. Let me flip it over and we can have a look at the back. The holster is fully lined with that brown suede and has the 3-button studs on the back that allows it to be removed from the bandolier, and conceivably it could be worn on a belt. It's going to have to be a pretty stout belt. Let me try to get some close-ups. I did the front section of the bandolier in 2 pieces. This way it can be adjusted. This is actually where the shell holder will attach in a moment. These are screw fasteners that can be easily taken out, so this could be lengthened or conceivably could be shortened. For the back portion, there's a belt with a couple of adjustments if you needed to make it smaller. You could make some more holes back through here, and this is all attached with hardware. Something new, and George, you'll be the first to have my touch mark added to a piece of work, Thomas leather work. The holster, again, fully lined and removable from the bandolier using the button studs on the back, and they're easy enough to remove. I did a stitched on extra piece for a little bit of additional support, because that's going to be, I'm pretty sure, a very heavy revolver once it's in here. And the holster also has the Thomas Leatherwork touch mark on it, and like I said, this could be attached easy enough to a belt to be carried just as a belt holster. Again, going to need to be a pretty stout belt. Let me attach the shell holder to the bandolier. Hold on a sec. So here's the shell holder attached. Just 5 rounds, and sorry, I don't have any 45-70 rounds, so I just stuffed a couple of 410 shells in there because I'm thinking that's pretty close to about the same diameter. And it's just attached on there at this point with this leather piece of lace, and I mean, you could use that. You could actually use these screws if you do some adjustment. You want to put that in there, but I just thought it was nice because it covered up the extra holes, and well, gives you extra 5 rounds if you're out wandering around. The belt attachment, I added just a little keeper loop that could be removed if you don't want to have that on there. Depending on what the adjustment is, the strap kind of comes out a little bit further, and you just might want that to hold it down, or it can just easily be removed. So try to give you a couple of shots of what the bandolier looks like on, and I did put the holster itself on just a belt, and no, this belt doesn't go with it. This is a big wide belt that I made as a gun belt myself, forged the buckle and everything. Something else that I do with some leather work. But this has been a long time coming. This took over a month. George sent me a drawing with some measurements. I had to build a model, and yes, sure enough, the model does fit in the holster nice and snug. So this is going to be it's going to be a good one. It'll hold it. No retention strap necessary. So this is what can be done. Even if I don't have the weapon in hand, I can work from drawings. So if you've got something that you can't seem to find a holster for anywhere else, give me an email, and we'll see what we can do maybe. Thanks a bunch. Have a good week and a great weekend.